Alrighty, folks. Welcome to the Two Honks podcast, where you teach a man to honk, you give a man a honk.
Oh, what's up, guys?
My name's Joe Little. Sitting here, well, actually not to my right, just kind of directly in front of me is Lamar Costin.
Directly in front.
How are you doing today, Lamar?
Inches away.
You doing good?
I'm doing pretty good, actually. I'm having a good day.
You had a good week?
It's been a busy week for me, but I'd say I'm doing pretty good. I woke up yesterday at 9 a.m. unprompted.
Wow.
Yeah, which is outrageous for me.
What time did you go to bed?
I think I was in bed by 1.
By 1 o'clock.
Watched a couple Baywatch eps and called it a night, yeah.
Man, last night I went to bed at about like 12:30, and I was like, I am partying. I am going late tonight.
Dang.
Here we go.
It's a long one.
Yeah, that was a long one for me.
12:30, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Real big deal. Real big deal.
Okay.
But yeah.
I think getting up early actually improves mood and like just general body sensations.
That would make sense.
Does it? I always thought sleeping in would make me feel better, but
I feel like sleeping in makes you sadder, because if you get out of bed and you get into the sun more, like you're just gonna get more vitamin D in general, right?
you got to get that D.
Yeah, you got to get that D.
Yeah, but we don't really have any D today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been not really a D day today.
No, it has not been a D day.
But I think, I don't know, something about like, even when I was in my 20s, I'd get like back pain sometimes if I slept too long.
Yeah.
Which, if I get up like earlier, it seems like my whole body feels better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's true.
I don't know. That's interesting. I'm like trying to, I guess it's easier now that I'm not drinking at all, like to wake up when I feel like waking up instead of being like I need more sleep to feel normal or whatever.
Yeah, totally.
Like now I'm just like, I can get up.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, totally. Do you, well, yeah, no, actually we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Do you meditate? You meditate?
I don't really do it regularly. It's something that actually it just started again yesterday, because when I get home from work, Sheila's kind of like, that's my cat. She's kind of all like anxious or something. She kind of goes through this period where she gets used to me coming back home, but she wants, if I like sit down on my yoga mat and like just sit there, she like calms down. So it helps to kind of like set the mood when I get home. I've been doing that more, and it seems to be, and it's good for both of us.
So are you meditating for your cat then?
We meditate together.
Okay.
So yeah, it's kind of like a simpatico.
Yeah.
Get it?
Wow.
Simpatico.
That's actually pretty cool.
It's pretty neat. Simpatico.
You think that helps your cat? Like, is your cat excessively anxious right now?
She's more than usual, just because she's old. She's got that old cat body. And she has diarrhea right now too.
Oh God.
Yeah. Which
That's
is
not
like
fun.
It's not fun for anybody, really.
Yeah.
I don't know if diarrhea is ever fun for anybody, but especially not.
One time I got diarrhea, bro.
It was so awesome.
It was so damn fun.
Drank a Four Loko. The green ones, man. Yeah, no, she has moments like that. I think it's just because she's like older or whatever. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm writing that down, dude.
Diarrhea fun?
The shitty life guy.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Diarrhea post, you know? Like he's posting selfies from the toilet. He's like, you can't see it right now, but I'm shitting my brains out.
It's awesome.
I drank like four Locos last night.
All greens.
And now I've got diarrhea. It's fucking sweet.
It's so awesome.
I live by myself.
First of all, I live by myself.
Nobody likes me.
I take the bus an hour and a half to work, hour and a half back.
I work at a pizza place for minimum wage.
Yeah.
It's great, dude. Don't even get in my way right now. My life is fucking rad.
Just want to stay like this forever.
I mean, you got to hand it to him. At least he's owning what he is, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, if like more power to him. You know, if he's having a great time doing that, I'm sure that Pizza Hut or wherever appreciates the positivity.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming in hungover, you know, except for the long bathroom breaks when he's just
Yeah.
liquid diet, or whatever. It's all green.
Oh God.
So
Did you ever drink Four Loko and it had caffeine in it?
I've never had a Four Loko before.
Never had a Four Loko.
I've never had a single Four Loko.
We're gonna do a Four Loko podcast.
We should do a Four Loko challenge
after your sober year, of course.
Yeah.
I don't want to get in the way of your sober year. So
right, we'll put it on. Pencil that in for next year.
Four Loko podcast.
Get that on the docket. Yeah, how's your week been? You've been been ripping it.
It's actually been pretty good. It's actually, you know what, man? It's been a good couple of weeks because we had 1 week off of this.
That's right.
But it's also been a difficult one a little bit because my son had an evaluation.
Yeah.
Because, like, we saw a pediatrician, and they were like, yeah, can strangers understand what your kid's talking about? And we're like, no, he still kind of has his own language.
Right.
And they were like, well, strangers probably should be able to understand him by now. Like, he should have some. So we want him to have this kind of cognitive test.
Right.
And, well, it wasn't just cognitive. It was, like, some other things. I don't know exactly everything that went into the test. Sarah could tell you every detail.
Right.
But it turns out that his cognitive function is like a little bit behind, and which that's like your speaking, your like really like your sense of self and your sense of like the world around you. So it's pretty important. But the good thing is like the average score on the test was 85, and initially when he took the test, they misgraded it and said he was at 65, which is like really, really low. Like it's scary low, like almost special education low. Mm-hmm. But even then they were like, oh no, he doesn't need special education. You guys just need to do this and this and this. So we've been doing that pretty hardcore lately. But it turned out that they misgraded the test. And instead of an 85, which was average, he scored an 80.
Oh, okay.
So he's just below,
Right.
Still a sizable gap, Still there's a lot of work to do, but not as much as we initially thought. So that's what made it a good 2 weeks. But that's what's been. That's a crazy one. It's like an experience I've never had before. So
yeah, that's a trip for me to think about.
Yeah,
I wonder. My first thought was just like, with the virus and everything, and like you guys have a small pod.
Yeah.
I wonder if that has some impact on, because we're such social creatures, we learn by observing and talking to other people. Oh no, definitely. Like one of our babysitters, Angie, she had a social group for kids that weren't in school yet. And before the pandemic happened, we were going to start taking Ezra there once a week. And Sarah and I were going to be able to go and hang out with the other parents and talk to them and let the kids play so they all get to kind of learn from one another. Right.
But it's all gone, You can't do that.
Yeah, that's tricky. I was thinking about just people like in general, like in their 20s or, in like early 20s, especially like that period. It must be strange for, it's odd for everybody, but especially for people in those formative years where they're like really wanting to socialize and branch out and maybe even meet like potential mates and stuff. Yeah. It's got to be really hard when all you want to do is party and go to bars and like meet people and
totally
cut loose. And it's like all you can do is be by yourself or with a couple friends.
Yeah.
Seems like it's got to be like socially retardant for a lot of people. It's like you're going to be slower to learn new things from other people, or it forces you to go into technology, get on like online, which can be another rabbit hole. Yeah. Which is sort of a good segue talking online, just because you were talking about your friend that was posting something about toxic positivity. Hashtag toxic positivity.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've been talking about this before, so it was ironic that I ran across that. But yeah, a festival friend of mine made a post about it because I guess he was getting a lot of flack for his really positive spiritual posts about, light and love and connectivity and all this stuff. But I know we had been talking about, or I had been kind of hating a little bit on like the trail runners with the with the John Popper belt, the full of gel packs and
I
stuff.
love that name. The John Popper belt.
John Popper pack. Yeah, I got a 12 pack of gels here.
Got a popper pack in my gel pack belt.
Every color. We should market that. Yeah,
Like,
everybody loves Blues Traveler. Right?
The high pressure sales guy at REI. Do you guys want a John Popper pack for your popper pelt backpacking trips?
Popper pack, get a popper pack free.
You want to get your popper pack back for your backpacking trips?
Clips on your backpack.
Clips on your backpack and your belt because it's a John Popper belt for your gel packs.
Popper pack. Popper pack. Get your popper packs.
Get your popper packs back.
The hell?
Did I just peek the
I think we just broke it.
No, there was some kind of snap. Oh, that was weird. We'll fix it in post.
Yeah, we'll fix that in post.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought I just want to bring that back up because I was thinking too about the possibility. I think I even mentioned it in that episode where I was like, I'm probably just a cranky old man at this point to be hating on somebody who's doing something they love.
Yeah.
And judging them based on their popper pack that they're wearing. It's like I'm probably the asshole there. You know what I mean? And so when I saw my friend post that, I was like really thinking back about it and like, his post was basically, if you have a problem with hashtag toxic positivity, you probably have some darkness in you that you're not willing to face.
Yeah.
And so instead of facing it and coming to terms with it, you're just lashing out at other people, which is kind of what we do. The things that we hate in others are the things that we really hate.
Isn't that what the internet's for?
Yeah. It's to avoid our problems. Yeah. Just to distract ourselves.
Yeah, man. Well,
endlessly.
And I honestly feel like that was something that happened anyway, like before the pandemic actually happened, but now it's going to happen tenfold. Because if you go online and you see somebody having a great time, it's you're more inclined to be like, no, fuck you, because I'm having a terrible time. You should be having just as terrible a time as I am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like we were talking about that in that episode too. I think about coming out of your house and like in my neighborhood, I've got tents and like homeless people freezing, outside and like coming out with like a cloud of butterflies like following me and just like prancing to my car. Like,
yeah.
Ooh, I'm going to work. Ooh, I feel great.
Yeah,
I'm drinking coffee and I got my blender and my juices.
But what's the alternative to that? Are you just supposed to be down in the dumps because other people are suffering?
Right. There's like the shame and feeling so good when other people are suffering is kind of what I struggle with. Mm-hmm. And where I feel like I have to like, I guess like cloak my shit so that other people can't see how good I feel, so that I'm like on the same level as other people. But in the end, I think what my friend's point was is that light that you're hiding from other people also darkens the world. Mm-hmm. So if you don't let it out, if you don't let people see that you are happy, if you're feeling good, if you're always just showing negativity, then it's going to cause more. It's going to create more negativity for everything around you too.
Yeah. Well, no, that definitely makes sense. But I would almost argue that if you put any emotion out there, like to the forefront like that, whether it's negative, positive, anger, no matter what, there's going to be somebody who hates it.
Yeah, true. Definitely.
But I feel like...
They call them haters.
Yeah, exactly. Haters. But I feel like recently it's more popular to hate positivity.
It's like a trend, like positivity is canceled.
Yeah.
That's like the next thing. Happiness is canceled.
2021, the year happiness was canceled.
Yeah.
Don't cancel my happiness. We should make that a t-shirt.
Stop canceling my smile.
Don't cancel my happiness. And the back of the shirt can just say, fuck you.
I think that should be the front of the shirt.
That should be the front of the shirt.
Lead with that.
Just lead with fuck you.
That's a great way to start any statement.
I still want to make those t-shirts that say God isn't trying very hard.
Yeah, I like that.
Because even if you're religious, like, you can't convince me that he's trying really hard.
Yeah, like, what's the grand plan here?
Yeah, like, if he's overseeing all of humanity and, like, everything that we're going through right now, he's like, he's not paying attention, dude. Like, oh, God has a plan. God has a plan. You just have to have faith. No, you're just an idiot. Like, you're just dumb. Like,
Well, maybe God has, like ADD or something,
Yeah, maybe.
or GDD. He's just got a lot of other projects going on. He's like,
He had to get his GED because he has GDD.
he's got GDD. He's got a lot of stuff in the bank he's working on.
Yeah.
Maybe he's working on something really great, and like that's like the next thing, and he's like, oh, we'll be okay. It sucks for now, but
Yeah.
this next rollout, his next update's going to be awesome.
Do you think our God is a God for like humanity and like in other dimensions, in like parallel realities? Like it's all one God for every single conceivable parallel reality?
I guess it would, if God made this reality, then I would presume there's a lot of other ones that the same God made,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If there was an entity that did
So
that.
maybe he's just spread really thin. Maybe we're just not giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Do you think he needs like some time off, like a vacation or
I
something?
think he does.
Does he get paid time off?
I think we should have him on the podcast.
We should have him on the podcast.
We'll talk to Charlie and then we'll talk to God. He'll be our next guest.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's do Charlie first.
Yeah.
And then we'll do God. We should ask Charlie about this when we have him on later. Because I feel like he might have something to say about what God's plan is here.
Yeah.
What's the
meaning
of this?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and Charlie is he's got a much deeper connection to religion than you or I do. So he'd probably,
instead of just making stuff up like we are, I think he might actually have something meaningful to say.
No, I mean like he actually like reads the Bible and stuff. So
Yeah.
I mean,
doesn't just make fun of it like we do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sure anybody listening to this just turned it off just right now. Oh, he reads the Bible.
Oh God.
Wow. And Charlie, I don't read the Bible that much, guys. Come on.
I mean, I read it when I was a kid.
You think that was a good Charlie impersonation?
That was pretty good, yeah.
Okay.
That was pretty good. The hand gestures really make it.
Yeah, exactly. I talked to him just recently, so.
Oh, okay.
So put that Charlie freshness back in my mind.
Yeah. So you're cheating. I get it.
Yeah, I basically am.
Cheater.
But yeah, I mean, maybe we should talk about our guest a little bit, like maybe why we have him on the show and what's so special about him.
Yeah. Well, I think we brought him up on one of our first episodes, the Leaves of Grass episode.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about John Steinbeck.
Yeah.
And how he wrote all these books or whatever. And
yeah, exactly. And Charlie, he's already written a book.
Mm-hmm. He's been a writer for as long as I've known. I mean,
yeah,
since before that, I'm sure.
I met him in like 2012. He was one of the first people I met in Portland.
Yeah.
Along with Brendan down at the pub at the end of the universe. But yeah, ever since I met him, he's been writing.
Yeah.
And he's a very fascinating individual with that.
Writer and a guitar player.
Yeah. And he recently had a very harrowing tale of something that happened to him while he was visiting a friend, but we'll let him tell the story.
Yeah, we'll let that come up.
And then mostly, we probably just want to talk to him just because he's got a good amount of commentary.
Yeah, and I haven't talked to him since he lived here, I think, which was a couple of years now.
Yeah.
3 years? I can't remember.
Well, yeah, because now he lives in Denver, Colorado. He owns a house out there, which is where you used to live.
Yeah, we kind of swapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good to catch up. I haven't spoken with him in a while, so I don't.
Yeah.
Not really super privy about what's going on, but I'm sure.
Yeah.
Sure, it'll be good to catch up and see what perspectives he's got, especially coming from Portland to Denver, because I did the opposite and like see what's going on over there now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I wonder if Denver has experienced the same amount of like just damage to like their city's reputation as Portland has.
From people moving there?
Yeah, well, no, just from like pandemic and protests and everything that's happened.
I don't think their protests weren't nearly like ours, because Anna had sent me a video or something of some of their bigger ones, and it was kind of like just a handful of people.
Okay.
It wasn't like us, fighting the feds and
using
leaf blowers against federal leaf blowers.
Did they even send feds to Denver?
I don't think so. Not any kind of noticeable.
Wasn't
numbers.
that one of those Democrat cities though?
Pretty sure. Yeah, it's a
Jesus,
anarchist Sebastian zone, whatever they call it.
An anarchist Sebastian zone. There's another T-shirt. I'm from an anarchist Sebastian zone.
Sebastian.
People be like, what the fuck does your T-shirt mean? But like, yeah, no, that's Portland got the brunt of that.
Yeah, we're a little more
sure.
we're more punk rock than Denver.
Yeah.
Denver is pretty clean cut. I think they're very liberal, just like we are, but they're too like professional to get their hands dirty like that.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit more, like higher, a little posher.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah, we're just demon long deads with brains, dicks, and hearts. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all we got going on. But like, it's crazy though, because Portland's like, the city itself, it's not damaged. Like the physical city, like the whole protest and everything, it happened in a very confined area, you know? And yeah, there was a lot of graffiti and there was a lot of broken windows and, you know, small businesses, yada, 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 that whole thing. So
right. In conjunction with COVID too, it's kind of like a lot of those businesses were already closing and nobody, I mean, a lot of it was, what was that?
That was my phone.
Okay.
Sorry.
I thought that was like
it's probably our guest.
Sounded like a galactic alien.
It was definitely a galactic alien.
But yeah, a lot of those businesses were like, you know, retail shops and places that people already weren't going to because of the virus. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you know, that zone is downtown. Was a tourist spot anyways, and I'm sure in that way Denver is like 16th Street Mall is a really big tourist area there. Yeah, that's all like, you know, it's a big bricked area that you can't drive on. It's all the shops people go to. When you go to Denver, you go there.
Wait, and I'm sorry, you're okay. So this is in Denver that you're talking about.
It's kind of like it's like a smaller but compact version of our downtown area, kind of. But I'm sure that's experienced the same kind of out of business or less business. Kind of vibes too. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I mean, with Portland, I feel like the damage wasn't so much the physical city itself. It was just the damage was done by the reputation of the city in general.
The news media.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we were fucking torn down, man. Yeah. Like we were torn down by their words, you know.
Yeah, well, that was from the ex-president himself. I mean, he
yeah, man. I mean, I walk my kid down the street to the park, like, and there's no fucking problem. Yeah, like I wave at other families as they're hanging out with their like it's. I mean, yeah, I mean where we're sitting here right now, I guess we're technically in a city, but this is a fucking suburb, man. Yeah. Like, there's plenty of renters and younger people who live out here. There's Section 8 housing down the road. You know, sometimes we hear gunshots, but they're not shooting at me. Right. You know?
Any city's going to have that. You know?
Yeah. And just to hear, like, the media go on and on about how we were a fucking city under siege.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? Like,
it's kind of like eye-opening to be living in the situation that's on national media, and it's like seeing how they twist it and like what angles they show. Yeah, like they zoom in on like a little fire in the park, and they're like, you know, that's the huge headline. It's like, oh, like you can see how they magnify these things. Yeah, it's clever. You know, that's part of the reason that I was attracted to media in the first place. Like I went to school for mass media and communication and stuff because I think it's a powerful tool. Yeah. But yeah, seeing how it's used for negative purposes is kind of like one of the reasons why I didn't follow through that professionally. But ironically now here we are doing it. It is a love of mine. I love film and I love music and audio and all of it. So there's a lot of power there, but I think it's like it's eye-opening to see it manipulated in that way. Mm-hmm. It's just like, oh, this is how the media gets clicks and advertising and money. Yeah.
Well, and it was also pretty crazy too because all the fires that happened over the summer, like the fucking world was burning, man. It was crazy. Yeah. But in the midst of those fires, you and I still drove down to Petaluma to go see our friends. Yeah. And it was so funny when we got there Because at one point, at one evening, we turned on the why the fuck did we turn on the news?
Because we were like, you know what I want to do when we get to Petaluma? I want to watch TV.
I want to watch TV.
You guys want to watch TV with me? You guys want to watch Family Guy?
Have you guys seen Family Guy?
It's so
Have you
funny.
heard of it?
It's awesome.
It's the most awesome show.
It's so random.
Oh my god, it's so random, guys. You don't even know how random this show is.
Let's just watch it.
But we turned on the news while we were there in Petaluma, and I just remember the guy was saying, "Fires are burning everything in California. 47,000 people are without power and not in their homes." Like,
Yeah.
we're like,
Oh, really?
I'm in California. Yeah, I see the smoke, but
Yeah.
what's going on?
What's up?
What's happening? Really?
Really? Oh.
But I will say, to that news reporter's credit, as we're driving down the highway, we're listening to songs, we're making silly videos about Brian Barnacle.
Yeah.
We did see it, like a ton of families and like, you
Yeah.
know, wife, husband, their 3 kids in the back of the pickup truck, and
Right.
like all of their belongings just like
Yeah.
strapped down.
Yeah. Every rest area, there was always some really distraught people.
Yeah.
Kind of like having a serious breakdown.
Yeah. And it was hard to get out of the car and like laugh about anything, because you kind of had that internal guilt about it a little bit,
Right.
you know?
Yeah. We were just riffing on some hilarious and genius.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, maybe we were the
Phrasing.
maybe we were the toxic positive people.
I think we were. I think we were being insensitive.
Yeah.
Basically.
Do you think any of those families stared at us and were like, "Fuck these guys. They're like going on vacation and I'm wondering if I'm going to get to go back to my house?"
Probably.
Yeah.
They're probably well. They might not have been aware enough.
Yeah.
You know. I think they might have been like,
They were probably too worried about their own shit.
yeah.
Probably weren't even thinking about us.
At the very least, at the very most, it's probably like annoying to have something like that happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you're that stressed out, it's more just like noise, I think.
Yeah, you're just in kind of survival mode, so anything happening around you doesn't really matter
Yeah.
or exist necessarily to you. You know?
Yeah. That was a strange trip.
Yeah.
In retrospect.
It was a strange trip. I don't know, should we have done more?
In California?
Yeah, what should we have done? Like, what would have been a positive thing for those families that we saw?
Oh, I thought you meant just in general. I was like, I wish we had gone to San Francisco. But
Well, I really wanted to go
but
party.
it
in
was
San
too
Francisco.
smoky, so I couldn't enjoy it.
But yeah, I'm just trying to bring it back to that the people talking about the toxic positivity toxic positivity
Toxic
thing.
plasmosis.
Toxic plasmosis.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I don't. I mean, there are some like humanitarian options we could have had to like talk to them or something, but I'm not sure. Like from my perspective, if that was me, I think I would probably want money.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'd really want to talk to anybody. I would want the money without having to ask for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe if we had money to give them, that would have been a nice thing to just give it to them. But maybe we were misreading the situation, and maybe they were like having a marital issue or something like that.
Yeah.
And one of them was moving out or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just happened to be that, I don't know. There's a lot of, you don't want to assume either, but
Yeah, there's so many ins and outs though, and like in a situation like that, it's like, could I have been doing something more? I mean, yes, probably, but what would that look like? What would that actually physically be doing?
right.
I mean, when we post this episode, I'm probably going to get plenty of people telling me what I could have done.
How we fucked the whole thing up.
Yeah, how we just fucked the whole thing up.
Well,
And
if we hadn't spent so much time focusing on our own comedic genius, and Brian Barnacle, all the mnemonic alliteration, and all that we were doing, we wouldn't have that whole story.
Well, shit, we probably wouldn't be sitting here recording a podcast right now if we didn't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've creating art and putting entertainment out into the world, that's important too.
Right.
You know, because people want to escape from their day-to-day lives, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we want to be supportive of people that are going through hard times. We want to be an ally, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can't be the answer for the universe all the time.
And you also don't want to catastrophize. I think like sometimes I'm thinking of like a kid, like if a kid gets hurt, you know, it's not like a serious injury.
Yeah.
If you like coddle them a lot, then like the focus of the situation becomes like a victim situation instead of like being like an ally, like you were saying, being like being there and continuing to like move forward so that they are with you. You don't leave them, but you kind of like show them that you don't have to stay stuck here in this moment of pain. You can also move forward.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of like, I think there's like a risk sometimes in being too like,
yeah. Well, man, if it wasn't for comedy and music and entertainment, I'd probably fucking just shoot myself. Like I don't, there wouldn't be a point to life, you know?
Yeah, it would be.
Because if nothing makes you laugh and you never smile about anything, then... And like 2020 and even 2021 is turning into a long year. It's all been a fucking really long, strange nightmare at this point.
Yeah.
You know? So when people go online and like criticize anybody for being positive...
Right.
That bothers me.
That means that they've got a lot of darkness that they're not.
Yeah, it means you're miserable and you want everybody else to be miserable.
Yeah.
I'm sure plenty of people are going to tell me I'm wrong, but
well, they're wrong, so.
Well, they're wrong. So,
yeah, so we have the microphones, so.
But I get it. I get it's more nuanced than that.
Yeah.
The world's not black and white. I understand that.
Yeah.
Just everybody likes to treat it like it is.
Yeah, we've got really stupid brains.
Yeah.
Thanks God. Thanks for giving us super simple brains.
Thanks for giving us super... But what else? Okay, so I think I got a text from Charlie. It sounds like he might not be able to do it.
Oh, shoot.
He just says, hey, man, thought we were going to get back around 5 or 6, but still on the road. We had a bunch of shit come up with the insurance when we went to check out of the hospital. I hate to bail, but I'm pretty beat. Could do something tomorrow or really about any time this week. So maybe we'll just have him on next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there goes our guest. What the fuck are we going to talk about? Jesus Christ.
Jesus, this whole thing is just falling apart.
We'll figure it out, man.
Means I just have to talk to you for the next... Yeah. Oh, God.
No, I mean, this is fine. We should have a no-guest episode.
I think it's important.
Because up to this point, we've only had one no-guest episode.
We have to prove to the listeners that we can do this.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
We don't need a third leg to stand on.
Man, I would love for Sarah to come and sit down with us once Ezra goes to bed and talk about feng shui.
Oh, yeah, we never really touched on that.
She was actually saying some pretty cool shit the other day.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that would bring a lot of flavor to a podcast.
I forgot about the shui.
Yeah. But she doesn't want to do it. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll brainstorm a little bit.
I think once we start releasing this, she'll get enough pressure from people that listen to it to be like, come on, get on the podcast.
Get on there.
Get on there.
Do it.
Go on, do it.
Go get it, girl.
Go get it, girl.
Go, girl. That's how they all sound. Go, girl. Go get them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to have to call Charlie after this for sure. But
sounds like a little bit of a nightmare with the procedures.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and he's talking about his insurance and stuff, which we won't talk about that here.
Yeah.
That's just one big fat messy situation.
That's a monkey fist.
That's a monkey fist.
That's what it is, a giant monkey fist.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we should get back on the honks.
Yeah.
Talk about the honks more.
Yeah, the honks. We haven't talked about the honks in a while.
Yeah, we've only done the one bit about the honks. My wonder is like it's like the semantics. Like what's the coordinates? When are we going to do this? When are we going to start getting Burgerville to lower their prices?
Where do we begin? I mean, do we need to build a grassroots community to get behind the BOGO honks?
Yeah. I mean, do we go into the Burgerville first and like talk to the manager?
Do we start working there and like work from the inside out? Should we get jobs at Burgerville?
Yeah.
Just for this bit?
I could be like a part-time janitor at a Burgerville.
Like a janitor genius? Like secret genius?
like Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah, but with honks.
But with meat honks involved. Yeah. I mean, we could turn that into...
like you have the whiteboard and you're like doing the math on the honks. And you like start to let customers know like little by little.
We could probably get greenlit by Netflix on something like that. We could make that a real like story or documentary or a movie.
So we're looking for national attention.
Yeah.
To basically pressure the CEO or whoever of Mr. Ville.
Well, I think my thing is I want to walk into that Burgerville location and like just tell them what our demands are.
Yeah.
And tell them what we're going to be doing if our demands are not met.
Because maybe they'll be like, oh, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Oh, you want cheaper honks?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, get Bill on the horn.
Oh, yeah. Well, that burger was $8.25. Now it's 75 cents.
Yeah.
There you go.
Got it under $1 a honk.
That's a fair price for a quarter honk. 75 cents. A little bit of markup so you can turn a profit.
I didn't think about that. Maybe they'll just be cool and like lower the price.
Maybe they'll just like, nobody's ever asked us.
Oh, we just missed the decimal on that.
We missed that detail. Wow. Huh. I thought it was going to be $8.25.
Run this up to corporate real quick.
Still make plenty of money if it's 75 cents.
Yeah.
You know?
What were we thinking?
We don't have to sneeze at people anymore. I mean, I hope that's what they come to, because if they don't,
we're going to have to...
If that's not the solution that they come to, then we're going to have to...
We got a lot of options.
We're going to have to get boots on the ground.
We're going to get gams on the ground.
We're going to get gams on the ground. We're going to get dicks in butts.
Yep. With the signs, honk for a honk, BOGO honks.
Honk for a honk makes the whole world blind.
Yep.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah, no? Yeah.
Well,
I'll tell you.
Okay, so maybe this is step one. Step one, we need to call Burgerville.
Yeah, or just go there in person.
And we need to, well, I mean, it might be better to call them because we can get an appointment with management.
Okay.
Like, sit down, talk to the manager of that location, and be like, what can we do about this? Because this is ridiculous. You know?
We're not the only people.
We're not the only ones.
I think it's important that they don't think it's just us.
Yeah.
These two guys have a problem with the honk price.
Yeah.
Like, no.
No.
We have a podcast.
We're leading a movement.
We have a huge following of people that have problems with these honks.
Tons of people listen to this podcast.
Tasteful sandwiches, by the way.
What we say holds water. Okay.
They're decent burgers. That's the thing. That's the only reason we're putting forth the effort to come to your establishment to tell you that the honk should be cheaper. Because you make a good burger, no problem there.
Yeah.
Our beef is with your honk price.
Yeah.
Our honk is not with your beef price. Okay? Get it right.
Our beef is with your honk price.
And not the other way around.
Our honk is not with your beef price.
Yeah.
Yes. I like that.
We'll beat the honks out of you.
I will beat the ever-loving honks out of you.
I don't want to do it, but we will start a protest.
You want me to beat those honks down?
I don't think you want me to.
Give your honks a beat down.
I will show up with all of our listeners.
Yeah.
And they got gams.
Yeah.
Big old gams.
Big old gams. You know what we should do? Maybe we should call Tom. We should see if Tom wants to come over.
Yeah.
Sit down. Talk to us about beef honks.
He probably knows a thing or two about honks.
He's from the East Coast.
They do things a little different over there.
Yeah. So apparently they're all about roast beef honks over there.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Huh.
I went over to his place one time and him and Dana were making some pretty dope roast beef honk sandwiches.
Oh.
Yeah. Sarah replicated them a couple of times with the roast beef.
Okay.
It's like melted cheese, some like au jus or whatever.
With the honk? Okay.
It's some pretty good
And they
stuff.
thin slice the honk for that?
Thin sliced.
Okay.
Thin sliced.
Yeah, that's not how we do it out here. We do things a little different out here.
Yeah, we do a little bit different on the West
We like a
Coast.
thick honk.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
The more honk you get, you can fit in one bite
Yeah.
is better.
What's with that? Do you think the West Coast is just trying to cram sandwich all the time? Are we just trying to eat and get it out of the way?
I think we're trying to cram sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just move on. You pack the calories in, you know?
Yeah.
Get one of those on a popper pack, just full of cram sandwiches with honks.
Yeah.
Just all in your belt. Bam.
Get these gel packs on your popper pack.
Put a honk on the side. So you have a honk, gel pack, wash it down. Honk, gel.
Honk gel, popper pack water.
Popper pack comes free with a backpack.
Free popper packs with your backpack.
We'll fix that in post.
We'll fix
Yeah.
that one in post.
I think we're onto something there, though.
I think we are.
I think you're right, though. The West Coast does seem to just want to get their honk and go.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
There's no real time to enjoy the intricacies of delicately sliced honk meat.
I feel like that would be the opposite, though, because I feel like the East Coast is a much more fast-paced kind of place. You know?
It does seem that way, huh?
Everybody I've met from the East Coast just talks a lot faster. Like Josh, fast talker.
Oh, yeah.
He's always got a story. He's always kind of poking you in the ribs, you know?
Yeah. That's true. We're like all really sensitive artists over here. Mm-hmm. We like to take our time. Dissect.
Yeah, I'm super sensitive.
Dissect creative things. Let the cloud cover.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe Tom would have something to say about that.
I think he would.
Because when I think of Tom, I do think of like a meaty honk,
Yeah.
like a dense honk.
Well, Tom himself is he's a pretty meaty guy.
He's a whole handful of honk.
He's a whole handful of honk.
Yeah.
He's a heck of a honk.
He's a two-hand honk.
He's a two-hand honk.
Yeah.
Does he observe half honk Saturdays? To eat a half a honk?
Half honk.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we should call him when we take our break here.
Maybe so.
We should see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see. I feel like Max might have something to say about the honk too, because and Max is in Canada, so who knows what they do up there with their honks?
Oh yeah,
I think
what's going on with
I
Canada
think their honks fly. I think they're like in the air over there.
Yeah, no, Canada honks are
Flying honks.
Canadian gooses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Airborne honk.
maybe we should get Max on the horn. Maybe I'm just getting overly zealous because I just want somebody to sit down with us here in the studio.
Yeah.
And I know that Tom would do it.
True.
Yeah. So
That's true.
I don't know.
We'll see. I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
We'll see what happens.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, there's no way to know.
But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know. I kind of feel like that was a good first half.
You want to call it a halfer?
Good part one.
Yeah, get a little bit of cram sand and come back.
Yeah, we'll get a bit of cram sando. Sarah's making ribs tonight, so we'll go ahead and cram those and then get back in for part 2 of episode 5.
Episode 5.
We're on episode 5.
Yeah, we missed last week because the weather, which we didn't get a
'Cause
chance
the
to talk
snow.
about the
Yeah.
weather in detail yet, but the weather actually prohibited my travel here, which
Mm-hmm.
was a first.
Yeah.
I was really angry at God
Yeah.
for causing that because I was really looking forward to that episode.
Yeah.
So now we're like, I don't know, we have to kind of make up for a missing sode.
What did we even have a plan last week? Like, I don't even think we really had a plan necessarily.
We didn't have a plan. That's what was going to make it so awesome.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we kind of never really have a plan.
And we nail it.
Well,
Every
yeah.
time, so.
Well, and we just kind of drew up a plan because we thought we were going to have a guest tonight, and now we're not.
Fell through, yeah.
So. But yeah, we'll just talk to him next week or the week after. I mean,
yeah, we'll put that on, post that for next.
Yeah.
Fix that in post.
Fix that in post. Post it for next.
Yeah, post that next.
Next it in post.
Brexit.
Basically because of Brexit.
Yeah, basically.
Because of Brexit, I can't buy a house. So.
Yeah. Snow.
Snow.
So.
All right, dude. Well, let's
Okay.
take a break. Let's go cram sandwich, and we'll get back for part 2.
What's up, guys? And we're back.
And we're back.
So what's the deal with Sasquatch?
What's the deal with Sasquatch? Okay.
Can we get to the bottom of this?
Yeah. So as you probably already know, we lost our guest.
We didn't lose.
We didn't lose our guest. We'll have a guest.
Yeah,
we'll have him as a guest soon.
We decided to postpone it.
Yeah.
So.
But we haven't done a no guest episode since our first episode. So now it's time
Time to get real.
to get real. So yeah, Sasquatch.
What's the deal?
Let's start there.
Sam Squanch.
Sam Squanch. So
Have you seen him?
no. Never seen him.
I thought I saw him one time, but it wasn't like not with my eyes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember being somewhere like near the coast, I think.
Yeah.
My first year here, and I had heard about it, and I was on the road, driving on the road, I think, and I like felt something really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like a shadowy sensation. Maybe I just spooked myself,
Yeah.
or maybe that was the sass
Maybe.
speaking to me.
Yeah. Were you in this area when that happened?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was near the coast.
Okay.
I was driving the van. We were coming back from the beach or something. But I can't remember where we were exactly. But it was a stretch of road that was particularly spooky. It was kind of like foggy. And,
Yeah.
you know, it gets kind of like steamy or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just had a spooky vibe. And I kept thinking like I would see something weird, but I didn't see it with my eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Interesting.
I don't know. Was it the Sasquatch? Or
were you just being paranoid?
maybe I was just high. I don't know.
Were you stoned?
Was I stoned? Nobody can prove that. I don't remember. There's a good chance that I may have been.
Yeah.
I'd say there's a 75% chance of that.
75% chance.
Maybe I just spooked myself.
Yeah.
Does this sound weird to you? Does this sound normal? Is it phasing weird?
I hear a whistle.
I do too. What's that? It's going down.
Yeah. Maybe that's Sasquatch.
Is it the sass? Hello?
Hello? Where is that coming from? I don't know.
Is it Sasquatch?
I don't know.
I wonder
Maybe
if that's
it
going to
is.
come through in the outcome of this, or
I don't know.
maybe we just imagined it.
Yeah, maybe we did.
Huh.
But no, we both heard it.
I heard. Oh, there it goes
Yeah,
again.
I still hear it.
Huh.
Still going down.
Should we try to get to the bottom of that?
I don't know.
I think it might be distracting.
I think it's only us that can hear it, though.
It's not out here.
Watch, we like actually do the recording, and it's like you can't even hear what we're saying because all you can hear is that. But I think that was Sasquatch. Maybe we talked about Sasquatch too much. Still going. It's
Wait.
still going.
Okay.
Yeah, it's from one of the microphones.
It's from both of them.
It's from both of them.
Okay. Should we pause it and restart it?
Yeah, let's pause it.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, now we're back. The weird sound is still happening, but I don't think anybody's going to be able to hear that. But yeah, so Sasquatch, I've never seen him. I have seen a documentary, though, that was fairly convincing.
Oh, yeah.
That
Okay.
it's not like one Sasquatch. Apparently, it's like a community of Sasquatches. Like,
A family or a pack?
yeah, a family or a pack.
That's kind of what I always thought. But then when I brought that up around people here,
Yeah.
they said that there was like one Sasquatch. And I was always like, why wouldn't there be like a bunch of them?
Yeah.
Like a family. I mean, if they're continuing to live, they must be reproducing and having offspring and stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
No,
Huh.
I don't know. I think I might just have to do this conversation without headphones because it's still there.
This is going to be what drives us insane.
Yeah, exactly. See, if I don't use the headphones, then I'm fine.
I guess that's true. There's no.
Yeah, because then there's
really
no
matter.
distraction. I don't hear the sound.
What
And then
the
it's a little
sound
bit
is in
more
our-
like we're just having a conversation.
Yeah,
right?
that's true. What if the sound is like just in our heads now?
I think it. Like we take the headphones off and you could still hear that.
You still hear it. Do you think our harmony did something weird to the computer inside?
Well, we've turned it off and turned it back on again since then. So I don't think it's that.
Was our harmony so sick that it like destroyed the machine?
I think our harmony was pretty dope.
I think it was pretty right on, dude.
Yeah. We weren't exactly in sync at the end of the What's Up Guys, but that's okay. That was my fault. I was late.
We'll fix it in post.
I was late to the show on that one.
Yeah. We'll take care of that later.
That's why we got this on separate tracks.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you've never had any personal experience with the SAS?
No.
Huh.
Never had one, but I have been on camping trips before where people said that like we could see Sasquatch. We could see a family of Sasquatches.
Really?
Yeah. But it's never really come to the fore, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. There's something very mysterious about like the woods out here.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like mystical feeling. Like, it feels like it wouldn't be surprising to see some creature
Yeah.
anywhere. Like you could see anything, even if it was like a fox or
Yeah.
a bear or something. You'd be
You
like,
know-
oh yeah, that makes sense. You know, there's something
Yeah.
sneaking around that you don't really quite notice.
Yeah. Which, like, unless the animal was, like, abnormally tall, I would, like, more than likely probably think that it was just a homeless guy in the woods somewhere.
Yeah.
But,
It's
like, if the
mystical
thing was,
in
like,
its own
10
right.
feet tall, I'd be, you know, oh, shit.
Yeah.
There's Sasquatch.
Is
There he
Sasquatch that tall?
That's what they were saying in that one documentary I saw.
Okay. So I know Sasquatch has the long arms.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I really know about it. But that could be like our old bass player Dan.
Yeah.
Just going for a stroll, and it's like, oh, but the shadow hit right.
Yeah.
You know, you got a wingspan like that.
Suddenly you're 10 feet tall, and you didn't even know
Yeah.
that people could confuse you with Sasquatch,
Right.
you know?
Hadn't shaven in a few days.
Yeah. Is that something that tall, hairy men deal with?
Yeah, in the shadows.
Everybody thinks that they're a Sasquatch or some kind of wild animal out in the woods.
Can't go for a hike in the woods without getting harassed by like tourists.
What if instead of Sasquatches, they're all just a bunch of tall, hairy men that have been, you know, they've been
Shunned from society.
And they met a group of tall, hairy women that were also... So
Yeah.
really, they're just people that have been breeding for years and staying away from society because they were shunned so many centuries ago.
This is just an elaborate way to ostracize people with excess body hair
Yeah,
and to exclude them from
the
society.
government's in on it, man.
The government's behind all of it.
The government did it. They made Sasquatch happen.
These poor people.
Everybody thought Sasquatch was happening, and they just made it happen.
Huh.
Maybe we should save Sasquatch. I don't know.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
In that light, that they're actually regular people that have been like, the media has spun it into this thing where it's like they're
Yeah.
like monsters or something.
Yeah, exactly.
These creatures, it's like, they're human beings.
Yeah.
First of all, can we treat them with some respect?
Yeah.
They just have extra body hair. So what?
Yeah, exactly.
It's 2020, dude.
If you give birth to a child and it's especially hairy, do they just like export you and your family out to the woods?
They just put them in like a chute that's in the ground, and it like
Yeah.
shoots them out to the sea or something.
Yeah.
The underground. I mean, that's all here. We have all that.
Yeah.
The system is there.
Yeah.
We have the
Infrastructure is there for it.
Yep. So maybe Sasquatch was actually
Yeah.
what was in the underground tunnels here.
Is this true? I don't know.
The Shanghai tunnels. Sasquatch tunnels, what they were originally called.
Yeah. I'm just asking questions.
That's all we're here to do. We're two honks asking
honks
questions.
Asking questions.
That's it.
That's all we're doing.
That's all we can do.
Yeah. I mean, and it's a working theory, right?
I like it. I think it's sound logically. It makes
Yeah,
sense.
Exactly.
Infrastructure's there in Portland. If we're talking about Oregon,
Yeah.
we have a lot of hairy people out here. So, I mean, so maybe some of those people decided to rejoin society somehow
Yeah.
and shaved off some of the hair.
Uh-huh.
And now they're back.
Uh-huh. Maybe we should go out into the
Checks
woods. Maybe we should go out in the woods, find these Sasquatches.
Interview them, have them on the pod.
Yeah, see if they want to shave in a suit.
See if they want to do an episode with us.
Go get them a job.
Get this economy going.
See if they want to join this economy. Get this economy going.
Get this thing going, huh?
Turn it up. Fire it up.
If we have the help of
Crank
all
the
the
motor.
Sasquatch
Vroom, vroom,
people, we could actually turn this thing around.
Yeah, we could turn this thing around.
If we would stop ostracizing them and excluding them from the activities of regular humans.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about thousands of people.
Probably, maybe more. I mean, we could be talking about more than that.
Able-bodied people.
Probably want to work.
They've obviously been building tents and fighting for their own food for who knows how long.
They probably do. I mean, yeah.
They could definitely function in society.
You know, one thing we might not have thought of, though, is that these people have been made fun of and ostracized and spun in the media in such a way that they actually might hate us.
Yeah.
Civilized people, us society people now.
Yeah.
Maybe we created the monsters. Maybe they would actually try to kill us if they saw us.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you take a step back and you look at from like a third person perspective, like just pretend for a second that you're not a human, an animal, like an anything that lives on Earth.
Right.
Like if you look at a group of people like the Sasquatches, a group of people that just live free and clear. They live off the land. They don't worry about money. Just everybody does their job.
Not judging people on self-image.
Yeah.
Or what they look like.
And then you look at us who built this whole construct. Like who are you actually going to think is the smarter person? You know, because I personally would look at that and be like, oh yeah, no, I would way rather be a Sasquatch.
Go hang out in the woods.
Yeah. Rather than have to deal with all of this shit that these people are doing.
So the Sasquatch people, can we call them people? The Sasquatch people?
I think we can.
I think we should. I think they deserve that much from us.
It's time to humanize Sasquatch, really.
That's another movement we should just get behind. We need to humanize. These are people.
This is a person.
The Sasquatch peoples.
This is a man.
Yeah, the Sasquatch people. Actually, is Sasquatch an offensive word to that? I mean,
absolutely.
Should we just call them people?
It's a derogatory word at this point.
The woods, the forgotten people. How about that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the forgotten people.
The shunned.
The forgotten people's already been taken.
Oh, okay.
That's the Pygmy tribe in Africa, or I don't think they're in Africa. I'm not sure.
Maybe the Pygmies.
I mean, dear listener, don't hate me if I got the area wrong, but the Pygmy people are called the forgotten people.
So they've gone through a similar experience that Sasquatch people have.
But they're known to be people.
So maybe that's the ultimate crux here, is that we're not describing these beings as humans.
Yeah.
When that's the whole issue, is that we're judging them based on TV, what we've read about, comic books, documentaries.
Yeah.
Just the whole spin of it is like this whole fear factor of it. Like they put the ominous music in the background. The Sasquatch was last seen, on the Oregon coast or whatever. And you're like, oh, I'm so spooked. Like, I'm going to see a Sasquatch. You're going to eat me or whatever. But there's also like this like mystical thing too about it, right? Like they're like, maybe they play flutes and stuff. They're like magical creatures.
Yeah. Well, I think the magical thing about the Sasquatch is that they're so secretive. Yeah. They're so private. That's why not many people have seen them.
Oh, yeah, because they don't really want to have anything to do with us.
Yeah. I mean, why would they?
Right. All we do is make fun of them.
Yeah.
I'd like to interview one of these people.
Yeah.
And just try to get the story straight.
Yeah, we should definitely interview them.
I mean, if we approach it from that perspective, they won't like feel threatened,
Yeah.
But at the same time, what do they have to gain, by stepping out of their comfort zone and like going public with it?
Yeah.
If I was in their position, I probably wouldn't come forward either. I'd just be like, hey, you guys just keep thinking whatever you want.
You put me in their position, two schmucks walk up with some podcasting equipment. I'm gonna throw rocks at you.
A couple honks show up with microphones.
Couple of honks show up with microphones. I'm throwing rocks. I'm getting those fuckers out.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with them. I don't like them.
I don't like it. Whatever they're doing, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know. I envy them.
Yeah, I kind of do too. I mean, I don't know a lot about it, but it sounds like they got a raw deal there, and
Yeah.
maybe it's for the best for.
And what's with all the punishment?
Yeah.
Just because they're born hairy?
Yeah, are we that shallow?
Are we that, shallow as a race of people? I think we are.
I think we are. I think that's why they chose to split off. They're like technically human beings, right? But they're not accepted by regular people who have less hair in different places.
Well, and I mean, there's plenty of hairy people that like walk amongst us.
David Hasselhoff.
Yep. Robin Williams. Williams. They gave Robin Williams a pass because he was funny. They said, "Hey, you're funny. We'll let this one slide.
The funniness
will let you be a part of our society."
Undoes the judgment that people automatically have for that hair. David Hasselhoff, charm.
Yeah.
His krautrock.
Yeah, he had the charm.
You know, that it's like, okay.
He had a decent voice. He could act.
Yeah. Those eyes, those dreamy eyes. So yeah.
Well, maybe we should get the Hoff on the podcast. I think this is the second time we've talked about this now.
Yeah, we brought it up twice. We should probably just do it. If it comes up twice, that makes it true.
That makes it like we should definitely have
Touch Blue
David Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff is on the podcast.
Yeah. That's what's great about these one-on-one sessions.
We've been talking about Baywatch all this time. Like he would be honored probably to be on here.
Yeah,
exactly. Bringing more viewers to his show too. It's like and it's getting steamy. He just fought a shark in an episode that I watched. Like
he fought a shark.
He kicked a shark in the face like several times.
How are you going to go fight a shark if you're not a Sasquatch person?
Nope.
How are you going to fight?
That's the advantage. See,
and
seriously. He was in water, so he's got the extra water weight from the hair.
Yeah.
Going into that kick.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, actually, you know what? If we're going to decide that Sasquatch is kind of an offensive term, like it's kind of derogatory, what's the politically correct word? What's a politically correct terminology?
I don't know. That's tough because they've been so wronged, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, not from their perspective, because they probably embrace where they are now, but it's like just the attitude that we've had towards them is like, has been so.
We just call them like long-haired people.
Long hairs?
People of long hair.
Hippies. What about, like, I don't know. I guess they're kind of hippies in a way.
Just put them at a merch booth at a fish show, and they're gonna fit in just fine.
Give them a glass blowing kit.
Yeah.
And some beads.
Yeah.
Some leather.
That's how we're gonna reintegrate them.
Oh, hemp, beads, glass blower.
Hemp, beads, glass blower.
And put them outside of any Grateful Dead inspired.
Yeah.
Whatever.
String cheese incident.
String cheese. Widespread cheese plan. Spread cheese, cut cheese.
The flaming cheese fish. Flaming cheese fish.
The fish cheese head.
Send them on the fish cheese head tour.
The Grateful cheese head.
Long-haired.
Wait, is this what the term, the term wook?
Wook, yeah. Wooks.
Are those actually Sasquatch people that came back to society, but the only places that they feel comfortable
I think those are more likely just people that are like right on the cusp. Like they were almost put out to the woods. Like,
you don't think that they were offspring of these, I don't even know what to call them, the long hairs.
Yeah.
That somehow came back from nature and decided to go to see a festival. Maybe nobody knows them. They just came in like.
That's possible.
They just kind of infiltrate, and like nobody knows that they're like not from society.
Yeah.
They fit right in at a festival.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course. Like, the wook is typically the guy that's like, he came prepared, you know?
Yeah, he's always good.
He's got baby wipes. He's got snacks. He's got water.
He's got kind bud.
He's got everything that you want.
What else could you need?
At a festival. He can't need anything else.
He's warm. He's cozy.
Yeah, he's cozy.
Got one pair of clothes.
Ladies, you want somebody to cuddle with, there you go.
You're not going to be warmer in your whole life if you sleep next to one of these guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Are they all dudes? Can wooks be female?
Females aren't necessarily hairy.
But they can't. I mean, they can be if they want to be, right?
I mean, can they?
Some can.
I mean, do women grow chest hair?
It is possible. It's happened.
I mean, that's not common though.
I think it might be more common than you're thinking it is.
You know,
Because
well, you kind of have a point, because what woman is going to admit, "Oh, I had to shave my chest today"?
yeah, because there's a lot of shame that goes into having hair if you're a woman, and like
Yeah.
having facial hair is extremely common for women.
Yeah,
And
no.
and
that I know.
it's not talked
definitely.
about. It's definitely like kind of brushed under the rug a little bit. Nobody wants to talk about it.
Grow chest hair.
But is that term? I wonder if the term "wook" is used as for females too,
Well, I feel like
because you can see like kind of a dreaded vibe.
apparently it can happen.
It can happen. I think anything's possible.
These 8 women with PCOCs are embracing their beards and body hair.
Okay. Because it's really, I mean, it's hormonal too. It can be after a certain age.
Well, yeah.
You know, and also like, you know, whatever the hair growth hormone is, you get that going.
Yeah.
You know, you get a party going.
Yeah, now I'm just looking at all these pictures of women with chest hair.
And that's
Interesting. I didn't even know that
I think
existed.
yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally a thing.
Well, maybe that
In the same
unlocks
way,
another
like,
kind of societal issue, you know?
In the same way, some guys are more hairless too.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know.
Well, men have been we've kind of been taught to just like embrace body hair, you know? Because like, you know,
Yeah.
the old saying, like, you know, do a shot of vodka. Oh yeah, that'll put hair on your chest.
Yeah.
Like that's the first time I ever did a concrete pour on a construction job. I helped out the crew, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this will put hair on your chest."
Who was it? One of our friends said, "Oh, that'll put hair on your hair."
That'll put hair on your hair.
Even more hair. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wonder about these human beings who we've cast out of society. In a similar way, the wook
Yeah.
people have been kind of stereotyped and laughed about.
Yeah.
And where, you know, what's their story too? It's like, maybe they have a resonance with the Sasquatch people too.
Well, and their offspring are just going to become hairier and hairier if it's nothing but hairy people mating with other hairy people.
It seems to be a strong gene. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
like a recessive.
I don't know. I mean,
What's the future for them in America anymore,
Yeah.
or maybe even anywhere in the civilized world? We have this idea of like we're becoming more hairless, or becoming metrosexual, becoming more androgynous and more like sleek. You know, more pruned.
yeah. What was it that Josh said? We're the participation award generation.
What I didn't quite understand what that meant.
He was just talking about like his dad's like a super conservative guy, and he was just talking about how you know, when I was a kid, you got a gold medal, you got a silver medal, you got a bronze medal, or you got nothing. You didn't get shit.
Oh, okay.
Now everybody's got a participation trophy, and everybody did a great job, pat on the back.
Okay.
That's why we're all a bunch of pussies.
Right.
That's kind of what he was getting at, you know. But yeah, where was I going with that? Why were we talking about participation awards?
Cities kind of changing.
Yeah.
Or image
So-
or whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean, and then that generation, kind of the boomer generation, just thinks we're all becoming soft because of that, you know.
Right.
But I don't think that's it at all.
Yeah.
Life makes you what you're gonna be, you know.
Kind of mold you.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like I ended up an asshole because other people were an asshole to me, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so everyone's an asshole. So this is just how it is now.
This is just how I have to be now.
This is just how I have to be,
Yeah.
you know. And with you, everybody was like, you're so sweet. We love you. Yeah. And that's why you're like, yeah, I love everyone. I'm so sweet.
You've got a point. Yeah. I think
I don't know.
There's something there.
I don't know. I think there's something there. But nevertheless, these people in the woods in the Pacific Northwest.
And from what I understand, very kind people too.
Yeah, they need to be brought back, man.
I don't think there's anything to fear. It's almost like, in the same way, I don't want to necessarily open this can of worms, but like there's kind of this fear that's instilled when people talk about aliens.
Yeah.
I personally think that aliens are probably, for the most part, compassionate people and probably mean nothing but the best for us.
Yeah.
But because we don't understand them, we also ostracize them, which they clearly get, and they don't want us to really see them too much and interact with them because they're like afraid of us because we're just these crazy people. We're always like shooting and killing each other.
Yeah.
They're like,
but I mean, some people would even argue. I mean, if they existed and they had enough technology to show themselves to us, wouldn't they have already done that?
But I think they have. I mean, a lot of people have seen them.
But I don't know. Like, you have a lot of people that don't really know if they've seen them.
Yeah, well, the people that have seen them are made fun of.
Yeah.
So it's the same, like, how can there be credibility when the people who try to have credibility are also ostracized?
Yeah.
So it's like,
well, yeah, I mean, I guess Elon Musk was recently on Joe Rogan's podcast, and they were talking about aliens. Mm-hmm. And Elon Musk is not a believer.
Really?
He does not think that aliens exist.
Okay.
And his argument was very compelling. He's like, well, I mean, if they exist, they're being pretty secretive.
Yeah.
Like, they could just fly the UFO over LA and, oh, hey, there they are,
Right.
But instead, everything that we have that's like evidence of aliens, quote unquote,
right,
is like little lights shooting across the sky. And his argument was like, little lights shooting across the sky, that doesn't interest me. That's just a strange anomaly.
Yeah.
And that could just be happening because we just don't understand space around us yet.
Sure.
And we probably never will.
But there is some compelling footage that was released somewhat recently that nobody can really say that's just something flying around. It's mirroring, it's playing around a little bit with it has some kind of intelligence behind it. Something's going on there.
Yeah.
But also all these people that have seen it too, it's like my perspective is more that these aliens are more advanced than we are in terms of intellect also, and they're not showing themselves for a very good reason, and that's because we would destroy them.
Yeah.
We would shoot them out of the sky and like hold them hostage.
Yeah.
And study them. We would be probing them, and they know that that's like what we would do.
Mm-hmm.
They're just watching us destroy ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think in the same way, the Sasquatch could just stroll into town and go to Fred Meyer or go to Burgerville and get a honk.
Yeah.
I'm sure they want one, but they're not going to do it because they know that they're going to get, netted up and like dragged around and like tarred or whatever. It's like we're very primal.
We already do that to our own fucking people.
Yeah, yeah. Even though we're like living in the city and we have like, we're supposedly kind of more advanced than like these like country people. It's like we're not.
Well, and if we don't do it physically, we just do it on the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
We just tear each other apart there.
Yeah. So maybe the Sasquatch and the aliens are more advanced in the sense that they walk away. Yeah. When they have the choice to come meet us, they say, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah.
Like, nah, I you guys do that.
No, that's smart though. I mean, that's good on them. I would consider them the more intelligent race because of shit like that.
Right.
Because us, I mean, we're too curious.
Yeah.
We get ourselves in too much, or maybe, I feel like that's especially an American issue, but I only say that because I'm American.
Yeah.
But like America has just, we've just had our shit in everybody else's business for the entirety of our existence. So
yeah, kind of got to catch a rabbit by the tail kind of vibe. It's just like
yeah,
anything we see is ours, and we can just. It's like a cat playing with like a dying animal and just like batting it around and
yeah.
What does this do? Oh, what happens here if I do this? Yeah. What happens if I pull on this part? It's like kind of killing me. So
yeah. Oh, whatever, dude. I'm just learning.
I'm an interactive learner.
I'm an interactive learner. Oh, and you're dead. Whoops. On to the next one.
I need to slap things around before I learn. Yeah. I don't know. I think that is kind of an American thing for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, no, totally. But I don't know. I don't think we're the only country that does that. Other countries fuck with each other. Belgium and the Netherlands, they're fucking with each other all the time.
Yeah.
Because they're right next to each other, but
Yeah, it's probably more of a human thing, but
yeah.
But maybe in that sense, the human beings that are maybe as an evolutionary species, we're moving, towards something else. Our frontal lobes and all that stuff are still fairly new in terms of like geological time.
Yeah.
So maybe the Sasquatch people and the aliens or whatever are more advanced versions of us or something like that, and they have a higher capacity for compassion or wisdom, and they're just like, yeah, you guys have a long way to go. We're not gonna like be friends just yet.
Well, if they are humans, do you think that maybe they're the next step of human evolution?
That's what I've always wondered. I mean, at least about aliens.
Yeah,
it's hard to say with the Sasquatch because there's so much to still. I mean, it's all speculation either way, I guess. Mm-hmm. But it's like, did they split off on purpose? Did they choose to go into hiding and live in the woods, or did they get chased out by a bunch of people with pitchforks and like fire?
Yeah. I would like to think that it was their choice.
Yeah.
That's the positive way to look at it.
Maybe it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Maybe some of them chose to go into the woods, and the other people were chased in there, and they found each other. We're like, oh shoot, like, cool. Like you were already coming out here anyway. So
like some crew of humans was just they had knives and pitchforks out with the the flame sticks and shit, and they're like, oh, where are we gonna run this person off? Oh, we'll run them off with the other hairy people that already went there by choice.
Yeah,
they'll fit right in, and they'll never have to see us again.
I think long hairs does kind of work because the hippie overlap there is pretty strong. Like hippies love the outdoors, they love woods. They often don't shave their hair.
Yeah,
right.
No, in fact, they celebrate hair.
Yeah.
I mean, and it probably should be celebrated, I mean, that's... I think
so.
You should be embracing your body hair, really.
I think hair is kind of a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It can
I mean, it's also kind of a gross thing, a little bit.
It's a human thing.
Yeah. And humans are gross.
Humans are disgusting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go.
We're pretty gross.
Two honks.
Yeah.
That's the opinion.
Couple of honks talking about how gross we are, know. But, I mean, everybody's a hypocrite, right? Like, I have hairy armpits, and I'm not attracted to women with hairy armpits.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what? Plenty of men are. Plenty of men are like, oh, yeah, no, it doesn't bother me that she has hairy armpits. But when it comes to me, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not attracted to that.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, too. It's like, because a lot of the times, like we were saying earlier, like the things you're disgusted by are things that you actually are disgusted with yourself for.
Yeah.
So then, like, following that logic, you wonder if you're attracted to women with shaved armpits, I wonder if you had shaved armpits too, if you secretly have a wish for shaved armpits yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's so subverted that you like, even the thought of that is repelling to you. So you don't go down that line of thought.
Yeah.
Maybe
I should try shaving my armpits.
Should we shave our armpits for the next sode?
Yeah.
Just talk about it?
Talk about our experience with shaved armpits?
I don't think I've ever done it.
I've never done it. I would be into it.
Let's do it.
I'd be willing to try.
Yeah, I knew guys that shaved everything for swimming and stuff.
Yeah, no, before. I knew a guy that he wasn't even like a competitive athlete or anything. He was just really into lifting, and he just liked the way he looked more when his armpits were shaved, and he shaved his legs too.
Well, you can show off more of your guns that way, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Get those lats pumping.
Yeah, no, he shaved his arm hair and all that shit, But yeah,
you get less wind resistance for one.
Yeah, Yeah, but the wind resistance of the hair on your legs, that's like nothing.
Think about how much time you would spend like drying off after a shower or something.
Yeah. Much less time.
You're talking about seconds. Full seconds.
Just a few seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
that's nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, no, it's nothing to sneeze at. Like my son is almost 3. Not a lick of body hair on him. He's a little baby.
Yeah.
But when he gets out of the bath and I dry him off, it's pat, 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 you're dry.
You're done. You're good to go.
You're done. You're good.
Ready for the world.
Damn.
There might be something
Maybe
there.
we should just shave everything, man.
Should we just do everything for the next episode?
Bald head, take off the eyebrows.
Yeah. Why not?
I can't, man. I like my beard too much.
I kind of want my eyebrows.
Yeah.
But
eyebrows, I feel
I've got
like
strong brows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have a nice you got a good furrowed brow.
I've got the Neanderthal kind of brow that actually shields rain and sunlight from me.
Maybe you're a long hair.
Is that why I brought this whole thing up?
Yeah, no, I think you are, dude.
Maybe you're right.
I think you were raised by long hairs and you just got reintegrated in society, but they wiped your memory.
I don't remember anything before I was like 5.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
We're going to have to look into this.
Now we're on to something here.
I mean, well, if that's
we got a game going. We got a ball game going here now.
Yeah, we got a ball game going now. Well, if that's if that's so, I mean, you probably can't shave your hair. If you shave any of your body hair, you'll probably die.
Do you think? Yeah, I wonder if it would physically.
You can't shave if you're a long hair.
Would it physically hurt me if I shaved?
Because you have nerve endings in that shit.
Yeah, or I would have I don't know, I'd be filled with dread or something. I wonder. Now I have to do it.
You'd be filled with dread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'd be losing my identity.
Yeah.
Losing my religion.
Well, let's start with shaved armpits.
I think that's a comfortable place to start because that's also it's hidden, but it's something you're going to be aware of.
Yeah. I feel like after that we should try our arms.
Okay.
Or maybe we can just shave one arm.
What about the hand?
I don't have any hair on my hands.
That's the Neanderthal thing. Yeah, I've got hair. I got hairy knuckles too.
I'm pretty sure you're a long hair, dude.
I think I might be a long hair.
Yeah.
Damn, all those high school bullies were right.
Yeah.
One of them long hairs. Josh too.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, we're talking about some aha moments here.
Well, this is crazy too because I am not a very hairy guy.
Yeah.
Really.
You got a pretty big beard though.
No, I got a good sized beard these days.
Yeah.
But I don't have chest hair.
Right.
I don't have back hair. My arm hair stops right here.
So you're not long hair. Probably didn't come from long hair people.
Yeah.
The only thing that concerns me is that you said that you don't like women with
hairy armpits.
With hairy armpits. Are you against long hairs?
No, I'm not against long hairs.
I don't think we can be friends if I'm a long hair.
I'm not against long hairs.
Okay.
Love long hair. Probably a lot of my friends are long hairs, and I just don't know about it.
Dan Geller,
another long hair right there.
He's
there
got
you
the
go.
brows too.
I mean, he's probably closer to the long hairs that lives in the woods than the rest of y'all.
Max too.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I never realized that most of my friends are long hairs.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just a long hair ambassador.
I think so. You're like the bridge between two worlds.
Between the long hairs and society.
That would be an awesome band name. The Long Hairs and Society. Or the Long Hair Society.
The Long Hairs and Society.
We're the Long Hairs and Society.
We are the Long Hairs and Society.
That could be the podcast name. No, we already decided 2 Honks.
No, we already decided. It's 2 Honks, man.
The Long Hair Society.
We're the Long Hair Society.
No, then we'd have to talk about that all the time, which maybe we need to dedicate this whole thing. We just scrap the Burgerville honk thing because it's like a honk for honk. Yeah, it's important, but is it more important than a whole race of people that have been cast out?
That have been, just cast out.
And even on a day-to-day, are being judged all the time for their hair. Yeah,
they were cast out centuries ago. And now we just ignore them and they hide.
Nobody wants to talk about it except to make fun of them every once in a while.
Yeah.
Hey, the Sasquatch people, oh, they're so gross.
Well, this was my idea for a T-shirt. It was a shirt with a picture of Sasquatch on it. And over the top, it's going to say, "This is a man."
Oh, okay. I like that.
And like an arrow pointing to him.
That's powerful.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that would...
This is a man.
That would get some people behind the movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a person.
Yeah. I mean, what's not human looking about about a long hair? What is not human looking about a long hair?
The only thing I can think is I'm thinking of Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah, that John Lithgow movie.
Yeah, so he had like almost like an ape quality to his face and everything, right?
Yeah.
He had like the big long head. He was really tall.
That movie was really sad at the end, wasn't
I think
it?
it was.
I can't remember how it ended, but I do remember being very, very sad.
I think he was shunned.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I need to go back and watch that now.
Well, yeah, no, you're right. Because there was that scene with John Lithgow where he's like, "Get away!
And he's
Go
crying.
away,
Like,
I tell you."
the Sasquatch is crying or whatever.
Yeah. Go away. We don't want you.
Yeah.
We don't want anything to do with it. And then the Sasquatch goes away, and then John Lithgow starts crying.
Yeah.
You know?
And it strikes a chord for people because we all understand how bad it is, how evil it is to
be cast out,
to be separated. Yeah. To like, and to separate another of your own kind.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to be better. We're trying to be different and better than that.
Yeah, exactly.
When you know you're the same deep down.
I mean, we're all mammals.
Yeah.
One of us doesn't have to wear pants because we have more hair.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make really that big of a difference.
That's a benefit.
You know? Yeah.
And that's probably why they're so mad, because they have to wear pants.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Exactly. And we have to like go make money. And we have to like...
Don't want to, have to.
Be a cog in the machine of society.
Yeah, this stupid machine that we built.
Yeah.
Who can we blame for that?
That essentially just kind of like destroys everything around us.
Yeah.
We're basically like a parasite to the world.
Just eats everything around it.
Yeah.
Huh.
And the long hairs, they're part of an ecosystem.
Yeah.
They're like a piece of it, you know? They benefit the environment around them.
Their feet are on the ground.
Yeah. And we just destroy it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think there's some serious progress there.
Yeah.
So
no, there's some definitely some perspective there, because I think they got it more figured out than we do. That's for sure.
Yeah.
There's not a doubt in my mind about that.
Right. I mean, I guess I feel the same way about most animals that live in nature too.
Yeah.
Like, there's something like, not necessarily like intellectually advanced about it, but there's something more like spiritually advanced about the way that they live, that it's like, I think we're jealous, you know, in a way that we can't admit to ourselves.
Oh no, we definitely are, man.
Or that we're like, yeah, but we're smarter, or like we try to justify it in a way that's like, yeah, but they can't do this or whatever. It's like, yeah, but what are you doing with that?
Yeah.
That you can do all these things, but what are you doing with it? We're just like,
you know who's got it best out of like any animal is cats and dogs.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to hunt for their food.
Right.
They don't have to be a part of a society. They don't have to have a job.
No, they don't.
They literally just get to hang out and eat free food.
Yeah.
And they don't have to be useful. They don't have to be useful at all.
I think you might be right on that level, but I also feel like, at least for cats, I feel like there is something that they miss, especially if they're indoor cats, that they miss the pursuit of, even if it's just like an automatic thing where they chase things and kill things. It's like, that's living, you know, that's like really living for them. Yeah. When they're doing that. And without doing that, I feel like they're kind of like, I feel like they maybe feel a little aimless. Yeah. That they're kind of like, what am I doing here? And one example of that is like my cat, Sheila's like almost 18 and a half. And she's like been a little bit sick lately. And I'm realizing like if she had an option to go outside when she was feeling sick, she probably wouldn't be around me as much. Yeah. Right. When you feel sick, you like go out by yourself. Yeah. And when they die, they probably go out and to a place that's like away from people. Yeah. She doesn't have that option now as she's approaching old age she's in old age. Yeah. But she doesn't have that option. So she's like she's stuck in this apartment and it's only like 200 square feet. Yeah. That's got to be awkward and very unnatural for her to be like, going through this approaching death and having no way to like really do what's evolutionarily like instinctive for her, which is to just go be alone. Yeah. She just has to be there. And like, she's like, whoa, what the hell? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. She hasn't been in a house for like stuck. Yeah. Years. Yeah. She's always had an option to go outside. Yeah. So I don't know. It just feels like neither one of us knows what the hell we're doing. Yeah. I'm like, I I don't know how to like make this better for you. And I know that if you had a way to go outside, you'd probably like commune with nature and like do what you do. But
and you live downtown, so it's not like you can like
take her for a walk or something.
Take her outside and
that's not very natural, anyways.
Keep an eye on her.
Take her to Forest Park.
Yeah.
Throw her in my backpack. Get my popper pack.
I don't know. Get her your popper pack and your backpack.
Sheila's got her own John Popper pack.
Get your gel packs and your John Popper pack. You need that for your backpack.
She's squeezing cat pates.
Cat pates.
And I'm just squeezing energy gels.
Yeah, I mean, that's a crazy enough idea that you might as well try it.
Yeah. I wonder. I don't know.
Take Sheila to Forest Park. See what happens. She might love it.
She might get swooped up by a bald eagle.
I want to see if this crazy ass sound is still happening.
Oh yeah, let me know.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay off the grid for a second.
I don't really hear it.
Is it on the low part? Because it does like a
Yeah, there's a slight hum in the background, but
let me check it out.
Yeah, nothing unnatural, nothing crazy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was just like a energy thing.
I think it was like a digital feedback or something like that. I don't think it'll show up in the recording, but whatever.
That was odd.
But at least we didn't have to pay any mind to it for a minute there.
Yeah, actually, it was pretty comfortable.
Yeah,
to do that off the set.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like we made some good progress. The Sasquatch thing came out of nowhere. I thought we got a lot of good stuff out of that.
Some stuff to think about, and we're shaving our armpits. So
yeah. Well, and we also got an idea. Next year, you and I are gonna drink a couple Four Locos and do a podcast.
Can we get? We got to do the green ones, obviously.
Yeah.
Right.
Do the green ones.
We're gonna go whole ass.
Yeah. We're going full ass on it.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. That's the T-shirt that we need to make. It just says full ass.
Yep.
On it. And then, oh yeah, the guy with a shitty life. We need to give him. We need to start his Instagram page.
Oh yeah.
And have the diarrhea post. Like, I got diarrhea right now. It's
every day.
Sick,
yeah.
What? It's your boy Tony. I got diarrhea. It's fucking dope, dude. What's up? Fuck with me.
You know? Every single day, like at work.
Yo.
Just in the porta potty.
Yeah.
Yo.
I'm drinking by myself at home.
You know how I do.
Watching the same episode of the South Park I've seen 100 times, bro.
Yo, watching Family Guy again. What's up?
What's up, dude?
Just kicking it.
Just kicking it, dude. Nah, I can't hang tonight, dude. I'm watching Family Guy, bro. And then also we need to meet with the management of Burgerville. That's the other thing.
Yeah, that's a pretty good list there.
Yeah. Well, and now we got to reintegrate the Long Hair Society back into our world.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that probably should be priority one, but we should go ahead and throw down our demands at Burgerville. Just see if they'll give them. They might just be like, yeah.
Oh, they might just be like, oh yeah, hey, we'll
shoot.
just drop the prices at all of our locations now. Thanks.
Yeah, like, oh shoot, yeah, you're right. These honks are overpriced.
Yeah.
I mean, they are tasty, but they're overpriced.
No, they're really good. They cost too much.
Yeah.
I think a lot more people would be buying meat honks from you if they didn't cost so much.
I know I would.
Money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. What
these guys think they are.
Have they thought about this before? I mean,
yeah, exactly.
We'll give them the offer. We'll give them the offer, and if they don't take it, we'll take it to the next step if we have to.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Lamar, you got anything else?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else this week, man.
Pretty good. Yeah.
I think we've got some pretty good fodder for going into next week.
Yeah. We'll get Charlie on the horn.
Yeah, we'll get Charlie on the horn
next time. We've
already got an itinerary. We're going to talk to him.
Yeah, do some catching up with him.
And hopefully we'll be able to free the long hairs.
Yurt, free the long hairs. Heard that?
Yurt.
Yurt.